everybody, and welcome to another episode of Liberty Politics. We are back here for another great year with D News Network. I'm your host, Dylan Hicks, joined by my co-host, CJ Medeiros. CJ, always good to see you.
It's great to see you too, Dylan, and I am glad to be back for another year, and we already have a lot on our plate to start out.
That's right. And over the summer, we've had some indictments, some movements in state power, and a few surprising presidential candidates. They've emerged as frontrunners. Want to get us started on a story for the week?
Of course, Dylan. So, to start up the week, we have some polling updates for the Republican primary. According to polling from the Morning Consult, former President Trump holds a commanding lead over his opponents at 57%. In a distant second is the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, who sits at 14%. Then entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy sits at third place at 9%. Then there is a tie at fourth place between former Vice President Mike Pence and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, each at 6% apiece. All other candidates are polling at less than 5%. On top of that, there will be a debate later in September, and it might cause another reshuffling in the polls.
CJ, that's certainly interesting about the primary polling, especially with the next Republican debates coming up so soon. And speaking of elections, we have some news about the 2023 U.S. gubernatorial races to report. So, starting with Louisiana, a recent 538 poll reveals that Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry, a Republican, is up by 18% over Democratic challenger, the former Louisiana Secretary of Department and Transportation and Development, Shane Wilson.
It is worth noting that Louisiana utilizes a jungle primary, which means that many candidates from the Republicans, Democrats, and even third parties can run, but only the top two vote getters may move on to the runoff. The only way this can be prevented is that one candidate would need to get over 50% in the first round.
Moving on to Mississippi, incumbent Governor Tate Reeves has consistently topped the polls, but by varying margins, with some showing a tight race, while others show Reeves winning big. Polls taken by Morning Consult show Reeves with a 48% approval rating, and in January, a poll taken by Siena College/Mississippi Today revealed that only 33% of voters wanted Reeves back, while 57% said they would prefer a new governor.
And now, moving on to what may be the most competitive election is Kentucky. Kentucky, like Mississippi and Louisiana, is a very conservative state, but it has a Democratic governor, Andy Beshear, who has a 64% approval rating in the bluegrass state. However, Attorney General Daniel Cameron is Beshear's Republican opponent. He's a popular statewide official who has the backing of former President Donald Trump.
Things get interesting in Kentucky. Kentucky voted for Donald Trump twice by wide margins. And if Trump is the nominee for the GOP in 2024, they likely will do so again. However, polling by 538 has revealed that Beshear has consistently led over Cameron. And not only that, but Beshear has a strong fundraising advantage over him too.
Those races will be interesting, but we do have one more story. Prominent Utah Senator Mitt Romney has officially announced that he will not seek re-election. He was first elected to the Senate back in 2018, but as older politicians have increasing scrutiny placed upon them for their ability to serve, the 76-year-old Romney will call it quits after one term.
Romney has had a long career in politics. He was the governor of Massachusetts from 2003 to 2007 and ran for president in 2008 and 2012 with the Republicans, winning the party's nomination in 2012 before losing the general election to the incumbent President Barack Obama. It is unknown who will replace Romney on the top of the ticket for the seat in Utah, but Trent Staggs, the mayor of Riverton, Utah, is currently the only candidate to have officially declared his intentions to run for the U.S. Senate on behalf of the GOP in Utah.
Wow, those are some interesting stories, Dylan, and some of these upcoming elections I think will be fun to watch too.
That's right. And for more political updates, stay tuned for more great episodes of Liberty Politics, all right here at D News Network. I'm Dylan Hicks.
And I'm CJ Medeiros, and always remember, Liberty starts with the people.